New paint.
I know, you've been redecorating.
What's going on in here? Took out all the tables.
Everybody good to go? All right, let's get started.
All right, Coach. What have the past few months been like, just as this team has come together, moved in, and gotten to know each other and gotten to work?
We spent more time this summer than any summer since I've been at LSU, probably in a long time period. I always think summers are for players to, freshmen to get acclimated in school, slower pace. You're not going to have all of them together because some play USA basketball. Some choose to go the first session of summer school, some the second session, some both sessions. But we were able to have a lot of them here at the same time. And so I got to see a lot of things, and I like what I see. 8 of the 13 in uniform this year are new. So that's going to be a challenge. You don't know how quickly they'll pick up on things, but I think it'll also be fun. I see a lot of promise. I see a lot of talent. I see a lot of energy. I see a lot of nervousness, but it'll be fun.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Good.
What do you like the most about your team? You said you like a lot. What do you think you like the most?
It's hard to answer, Reed, because I didn't have them but twice a week, 4 hours. So I can probably answer that better after I've been on that floor every day for a couple of weeks. The one thing I can tell you is I like their disposition. They're here to play basketball and to get an education. And I like the way that they they almost all have like Flau'Jae joy about them. They're all excited. They're all happy. They're all just really focused on basketball, and I enjoy that.
Coach, being a veteran coach in the back, being a veteran coach and only having 2 returning starters, does it kind of fire you up to see what you have on this team?
Are you saying I'm old?
Saying your experience.
Veteran, okay. I am old, and I am experienced. I don't view that any other way other than go to work. Let's go to work. This is what you get paid to do, and let's see how good we can become. The talent is there. Those kids came in here with quite a reputation, but this is a different level, and let's see how good we can become.
Hey, Coach, how do you want to handle the post? What are you looking at down there? With just looking at your lineup.
Well, we're pretty big. If you look at Kate and you look at Mama, those girls are big. So, we've got some size down there. We have athleticism down there. What we don't have down there is just that returning starter. You've got 5 players that they're all going to be learning at the same time. And you have, some have experience on the college level, but not here and not at LSU. So we've got a mixture of big, we've got a mixture of size, we've got a mixture of athleticism. It'll be fun to watch them develop.
Coach, in the back, you've witnessed what Malaysia Fali is capable of playing against her. What kind of expectations do you have from her immediately, and what have you seen working with her up close and personal?
Well, Lay, we call her Lay. Lay is, she's beaten me too many times for me not to have taken her into this program. I mean, she's just a big shot, big steal, spectacular move. I'm going to challenge her to learn the point guard position, but I'm not going to take away her ability to play the off guard either. So a lot of that will depend on how quickly she catches on to what we need her to do as a point guard, and a lot of that will depend on Jada's development. A lot of that will depend on Divine's development. Those guys all handle the ball for us, but she's fitting in well. I mean, ballers want to play with ballers, and she's going to be fun to watch. I think the fans, they already know how good she is and all the spectacular things she does on the floor, and now the LSU fans get to cheer for her instead of booing her.
Coach, you've always liked to run and score, but now with Flau'Jae, Michaela, Wiley, I mean, do you see the potential to really run and score?
I think on paper, it's very obvious you're going to think of those three players being three of the top players in the country on the same team, as you should. We're not going to walk it up. I don't think I've ever had a team in all of my coaching where I walked it up. I don't find that entertaining. I don't find that that wins championships. I think the team that can get from foul line to foul line the most through the course of a game wins. And that doesn't mean you have to have blazing speed as a post player. You just have to have good first 4 or 5 steps and get down the floor and put some pressure on the defense when you're pushing it in transition. And I think that those posts will figure it out. Those posts will run with those three.
Coach, what do you think Malaysia has to improve and get better at in order for her to play that point guard position the way you are challenging her to play it?
Well, you're an extension of the coach on the floor, and so much is asked of you. And it's not just what you're capable of doing, it's you've got to know everybody else. You've got to know the offenses. You've got to know what defenses I'm calling at the foul line, at the free throw line. You've got to basically be the coach on the floor. And as you have seen, that's hard to do in just a year. It just is. And when you think about our point guard play, Jada Richard may be the one that's the most polished on learning that position through her career. Lay played it some, you know, all great players play every position growing up, but I'm going to really, really focus on trying to develop her because I just think Richard can shoot the perimeter shot. If I need her to go play the off guard and hit a big shot for us, she can. If I need Lay and Michaela and Flau'Jae on the floor, they can play together. We'll do it. Divine will be a freshman, and she'll go through those freshman frustrations. And then I guess you'd say the fourth ball handler would be Michaela Williams. We've seen, you know, Michaela handle the ball if need be, and she's a big guard. So that's a lot of talent out there on the perimeter.
Kim, you've got some highly decorated freshmen. You think this will be a typical year as far as true freshmen being in the rotation in SEC play, or could it be surprising?
Well, I don't know if you know new is going to be in the rotation. When you have 8 of 13 that are new, you know it's going to be new. Freshmen, you know, they better be ready. They better be ready. You're going to get an opportunity. No one is in front of you at the post. Nobody at the post, you know, is a returning player, really. And so those guys need to really have the mindset that I'm going to play. I'm going to make mistakes, but I'm going to play. On the perimeter, excuse me, you have obviously returning players. So on the perimeter, they have people to look up to, whereas the posts don't. Excuse me.
Did you guys do anything differently conditioning-wise this year?
In the summer, they did a lot of things different. Yeah, Thomas is in charge of conditioning, and then you take the older players, and they did a lot of things to get the attention of the younger players. When they were here, you know, several of them played USA basketball. But I wouldn't say different to the extent that, you know, we were up every day at 5 a.m. running the track or anything, but there were days where they did it on their own, which I loved, taking ownership.
Knowing you and knowing how much you value defense, I guess, where is this team, you know, I know it's early, obviously, you haven't seen them out on the floor, but, like, where do you feel their mentality is defensively?
Well, I don't know where it is today. I know where we're going. We're going to rebound the ball. All my teams through the years have always been good rebounding teams, and we're going to guard you. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to be a polished product anytime soon, but those are the two things that you stress. We've already had some workouts where we didn't pick up a basketball. We just worked on defense. So there'll be a team that those two things will be important.
Hey, Kim. You've always said, in your time here, you don't worry about people sharing the ball, or is there enough to go around for people? I assume with this backcourt and these players, you feel the same way. Y'all will figure it out. Just your philosophy on that.
I just never have had a team where it's been a problem. Now, they might internally think, I need to get some more shots, or they might get frustrated if they hadn't made a bucket, but it's never something that's brought to my attention that, they're upset about it. Winning solves a lot of that. And if you win, we all eat, and who cares? Nobody remembers. They just remember you won. But I anticipate all of them will have opportunities to score.
Hey, Coach. Y'all recruited Kate out of high school. You get her over here. Just what are your impressions of her so far and the expectations?
Kate, yes, we did. And, her brother is an LSU guy. He's actually working on another degree here, so she rooms with her brother. She chose Notre Dame, and when she got in the portal, we felt like we had a really good chance to get her, and we did. She brings good size. She will remind you, as you watch her get comfortable with her team, she kind of reminds you of like a mother hen. She's going to help the young ones, and she's young herself, but she's going to help the young ones, but she's also going to demand the basketball and make sure that she's getting better. And I like her demeanor. I like how she involves everybody, and she's very confident. And she's already made suggestions on the name of a drill that I just have called it this drill because in college, that's what we called it. And she made sure I changed the name of it. She didn't like it at all. And so I said, you're right. You should have told me the minute I said it on the court instead of waiting till after practice. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, could you talk about Michaela Williams and what improvements you've seen from her this past offseason?
Well, I haven't had them like I would like to answer your question in detail, but I've watched Michaela the 2 years that she's been at LSU, and she was thrown to the wolves, honestly, as a freshman. She had nobody in front of her, so she learned just being in the middle of the action. And sometimes that may cost you, but at the same time, it may make you grow up quicker than maybe you would if you had an older player in front of you. I think Michaela's embraced a leadership role. When you're young, you don't know really, do I speak up? Do I not speak up? Do I let the older ones, run the show and then I just chime in? Now I think she's very comfortable that she's earned the right as a junior now to go lead us. And I think if you put her and Flau'Jae together, I think you're going to see great leadership from both of them. On the floor, Michaela's can score the ball really anywhere she wants. I want to see her continue to get better defensively. I want to challenge her to be able to guard the three ball. I want to challenge her when they come off a screen, get over that screen. I want to challenge her to take great pride that Coach put me on the best player on the other team. I'll guard them for you, and then I'll also be able to be productive on the offensive end. And I will continue to do that with Michaela.
Hey, Coach. Sylvia Fowles went to the Naismith Hall of Fame just recently and had a chance to speak to her, and she said she really appreciates her relationship with you, although you didn't coach her here, that you really reached out to her, involved her over the years, really thrilled that Bob Starkey's back, et cetera. Just your thoughts on her and getting to know her since you got to LSU.
Well, it's a pleasure to talk to Sylvia, and I don't know her obviously like Bob Starkey does. I know what she did in her career against her. I played against her and know how tough she was and how good she was. I've watched her from a distance. It's an honor to be inducted into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It's an honor to be inducted into any Hall of Fame, but that's the granddaddy of them all. And she's so worthy. She's so deserving. And when I talk to her, she has this real soft voice and just so appreciative and thankful. And she's excited that we're doing some good things at her alma mater.
Coach, you've spoken about how Flau'Jae was the first McDonald's All-American that you recruited. She came in to LSU with you. How would you describe her growth and your growth with her to this point, and how special is this senior year going to be?
She was the first one I signed here, and really, what did we have to sell at that time? You know, we were just starting. I inherited a team that just had a tremendous year when we got here and hosted the first and second round games, and then signed Flau'Jae, and you know, we had to compete against some really good teams. And then the amazing thing about it is you're not going to see many kids anymore stay 4 years at schools. It's just not happening. And for her to stay all 4 years speaks volumes of how much she loves LSU. And I certainly will never, ever take her for granted. I will always, always have a special place in my heart for her because she could have chosen some better basketball schools at that time. And she chose to come here and get LSU back on track. And her freshman year, she wins a national championship. And she's now played with USA Basketball, and that's a great experience for her. And along the way, she's been able to continue her career in rap.
Kim, how was your offseason? Is your batteries fully charged?
It doesn't sound like my battery's charged, does it? Fighting off this, I don't know what you call it, I guess respiratory stuff. I love my summers. My summers are just a time where I can spend with my family, and do I love them. And the older you get, the faster they go. You know, it's kind of like those toilet paper rolls, you know, the closer you get to the end, the faster it goes, right? So I got to do a lot of things with my family, and I'm ready to go, and yeah, let's get out here. It'll be a great crowd out here. There's, I don't know, a lot of high school, what did I hear, 1,300 high school kids? Let's go to work.
Amaya Joyner, what have your first impressions of her so far?
Mama, that's what we call her, Mama. Mama is a very good basketball player. I really think we got a steal in the portal with her. She played at East Carolina, and I'm really impressed with things that she can do physically. She's very funny. When she messes up, she just smiles, and she doesn't want to mess up, you know, and I'll have to laugh at her because she'll, you know, kind of pop herself in the head, like, what'd you do that for? And the kids laugh at her, but she's a good player. She really is.
Talking about Flau'Jae just a moment ago, you know, I think of her growth, and a couple years ago it was defensively. Last year it'd probably be leadership-wise, I guess. What are you looking for her to do this year as far as another step or a next level?
Put it all together and just be grown. Don't have any melting moments. Don't have any baby moments. Don't let a bad call affect you. Don't let bad play affect you. This is it. This is it. There is no double senior year. This is your senior year. And go out there and enjoy yourself through all the tough times. And don't beat yourself up. Be a good leader. And she's going to have fun. Flau'Jae has fun. But sometimes she allows things to bother her. And I don't want to see that anymore. Go out in a blaze of glory, girl. All right, guys.